Hello everyone! Welcome to Reddit Reactions, where real humans read and react to Reddit comments. Today I picked the Ask Reddit question, what do you do in your free time? Personally, I worship free time. A lot of people, in the US at least, think that free time is the devil's playground, idle time is the devil's playground, yada 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 yada, right? Personally, I think free time is the single thing you should pursue more than anything else in your life because it is the only thing that will allow you to do what you want to do with your time and to spend time with the people you love. So, having more free time is really important. I don't think it's bad. Maybe, yeah, if you're a little impressionable kid and everyone in your neighborhood's a drug addict and when you have free time, you hang out with them. Yeah, I guess free time's bad in that case, but you could have just read books and it would have been a great use of your free time. Free time isn't bad. People are just dumb and they don't decide to do good things with their free time. That doesn't make free time bad. Free time's really important. It really is. All right, let's get to it. First reply. I read what everyone else does in their free time to see if I am normal. Ha! Who wants to be normal? Normal's boring. I too enjoy doing regular human activities. Please tell me yours so I can emulate them, but verify the correlation of my own. So I guess these people read regular. Griffin99 says, I win arguments in my head. You know, that's probably better than losing arguments in your head. I argue with myself over little things like, should I feed the cats right now, or should I do it later? It's always so tricky because when a cat is hungry, they're so affectionate and so loving and kind, and they rub up on you, and oh, it's so sweet. Sometimes I like to preserve that state and just keep them a little bit hungry, you know? Supposedly, you know how moms overfeed their babies and stuff? Well, apparently, caloric intake is actually one of the lead indicators of early death. So you can kind of gauge statistically if there is a correlation that a person is going to die earlier by looking at their calorie count. If they eat huge amounts of food, they're probably going to die earlier. Whereas if you have a person who eats less calories and spends more time being hungry, but still gets food, then they tend to live longer. So all those moms who just like want to shove tons of food down your throat, all those freaking people who saw me skinny and were like, oh, you're malnourished, you're not fed, you're not loved. Screw you, you're wrong, I want to live a long life. Ha! A reply to winning arguments in your head. Ooh, I'm a masterful debater in my head. With an actual opponent, not so much. Or at all. Yes, pretty much having a roast conversation with the people I hate, but then realize that I will never actually have the conversation. That happens. Does that ever happen to you? Sometimes I find that I'm like, oh, I don't really have it with like roasting people, but I used to have moments where I'd be like, oh, when I see this person, I'm going to tell them how deeply I care, and I'm going to smile and make them laugh, and yada, yada, yada. And then when I see them in person, it's like, hi. In order of time spent, I wonder about all the things I could be doing, all the things I should be doing, and all the things I want to do. And then I just go to bed too late. Sounds like me. I usually go to bed by like 2, but you know, if I'm in the zone or working on something, I'll stay up to like 5. So, I don't know, like, yeah, I stay up super late sometimes when I'm working on stuff. But when I'm being lazy, I normally go to bed earlier. This reply to what do you do in your free time by, is that a dingo? Think about all the productive things I could be doing. Stop. Think, not yet. I'll just relax so I'm ready to be productive next time. Repeat. These posts will have a pretty similar flavor to them. Ooh, a longer post, or longer reply by Fighter Woman. I volunteer in the homeguard of my country. Exercise. dress up as a Roman, and do a historical reenactment. I read books. I garden, including drying, freezing, boiling, and pickling my harvest. I pick wild plants and mushrooms to eat. I walk on long walks with my baby. I bake. I slow cook. I watch movies and I play games. I don't really have time to work, do I? Ha! This this fighter woman person sounds like they've got a good life. They're using their free time appropriately. I love it. Next reply by Hades myself. In the little time I have free time, I read about magic and alchemy. I know it's kind of a waste, but I enjoy it. Hey now. Video games are awesome. Magic's awesome. Alchemy's awesome. Reading about stuff is great. It's not a waste. You'd be surprised, actually. You'd be surprised how relevant random knowledge can be. Basically, the more random stuff you know, the smarter you are. Not because you know random stuff, but whenever your brain learns a little bit about how the world actually works, that knowledge and that information bleeds into everything else you try and do. So if you, every single day, learn as much as you can about magic and alchemy, it's true that won't affect you in the real world. You can't use alchemy in the real world. You can't use magic, really. You could argue science is magic. I mean, atomic science is pretty insane. That being said, you'll still get smarter and get better at things that you're doing because of what you're reading and learning about. Learning every day is hugely important. And if you're learning anything in your free time, at least you're learning something. That's what matters. Next reply by of York. Writing, books, and movies. I try to see all the movies I can as they come out. Lately, if I want to see them, of course, not going to see something like it's my job. That's good. Sometimes people do things in the name of enjoyment, like playing a video game, but then they play it like work, and then they just rush and they try and be the best, and they do a bunch of hardcore training, and then they don't end up actually enjoying themselves that much, and they do it in the name of competition, but it also ends up being quite stressful and toxic. It's sad. People who stress and get toxic while they're playing a video game. Sad, sad, sad. This reply by Zach1018. I train to run marathons, play Pokemon Go, cook for myself, visit the flea market or thrift shop. Hey, that sounds cool. That's as active as I would like to be. I would like to be more active, but I haven't figured out how to really exercise in a way that I enjoy. I love skateboarding, but maybe I could just skate more. Skating's great exercise. And also great dexterity. That's another thing. Yeah, maybe you're looking at alchemy. Maybe I'm skating and that's not, changing my life. And a lot of people are judgmental about skaters. I can love it. Bring on the judgment. I do what I want with my life. I got a lot of free time. I'm playing my cards right and doing what I love. So if you want to judge me for skating or for playing a game or for having long hair or not having a college degree, you can judge me for whatever you can want. Meanwhile, I'm gonna die smiling. Next reply, what do you do in your free time? I drink and hang out with my friends. When I can't hang out with my friends, I just drink and play old school RuneScape. Haha, hell yeah. Old school RuneScape is a fascinating case study. That's one of the only games that was democratized. Can you believe that? In old school RuneScape, every change has to be voted on, and it only gets put into the game if it has a majority. Isn't that insane? Like if the developer wants to do something, they make a poll, and then all the people in the game vote in these little polling booths. It's really cool. I voted more in old school RuneScape than in real life. This reply to what do you do in your free time by Bodhead911. I like to make DIY projects. So for example, I made blackberry wine last year and then realized I needed a wine rack, so I went and made one. I spent 15,000 hours playing RuneScape, mostly during my teens. So I like to have produced something more tangible now. 15,000, how many days is that? I only know ridiculous play times in days, not in hours. So 15,000. Let's pull out the calculator real quick. All right. 15,000 in days is 15000 divided by 24. That is 625 days. Wow. That's insane. Okay. Wow. That is absolutely bonkers. I thought I was crazy for how much I've spent playing WoW. But I've only spent 3 months of my playtime, which is 90 days. Oh, they have 20 days. Oh. Okay, never mind. I did the math wrong. Okay, so I've spent 90 days on this WoW Classic character, right? So 90 days played times, and that's not like I've been playing for 90 days. That's, let's see, so 90 times 24. Oh no, okay. Wow, his metric's way crazier. What? Did this person really spend 15,000 hours? They may have meant 1,500 or a really obscene amount of RuneScape. So for reference, I play maybe 3 or 4 hours. Nah, like 2 to 4 hours on average per day. And I've been playing for a year, and I've played for around 2,160 hours. So this person played 15,000 hours. Just to put that into perspective for you, if you are playing 15,000 hours of RuneScape, right? That means that, let's say that's in a 10-year period. We're gonna divide it by 10. And then we're gonna divide that by 365. Wow, that's insane. That's a really obscene amount of time. Well, I'm glad this guy's making DIY stuff now. It sounds like he really needs it. 15,000 hours is a lot. Holy shit. Alright everybody, that's it for this video. If you want to make content just like this, where you record your screen, read and react to stuff you find online, please reach out to us. Go to our YouTube channel, click on About, click Business Inquiries, get our email address after doing a CAPTCHA, and say hello so we can set up a Zoom call with you. We want to talk with more people interested in content creation so that we can develop our software and work together. All right, everybody, thanks for watching. See you next time. Ciao.